Eddie Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about it collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, we just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's Treylon Burks from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Treylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength is on display there. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they like to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Again, it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. He finds Latavius Murray. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it.
because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try and work for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They got 29 yards that time. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. As a 12-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
On second down, Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On first down, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now the defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Finding Sutton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamlin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he's going to get this down near the 25. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.